Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me today. So I have a journal share for today, and these are two custom orders that I completed yesterday. So I just thought I would make one flip through because the other one, the lady who ordered it just wants some sneak peeks, so I'm not going to show it. I might do another flip that I will maybe upload once she gets it, but yeah, I'm just going to show you very briefly right now. So these are romantic French junk journals, and you know, lots of French goodies inside, and this one has more pinks and blues throughout, whereas this one has more golden undertone to it. This is the cover, and yeah, this is just a belly band. This looks like a lot like the one that I did for my friend Alessandra at Paper Art Alessandra, and that was the goal because these two ladies asked for a similar junk journal after watching the video on Instagram, so that's why it looks a little bit like that. And yeah, so I'm not gonna show more of this one, but it will come with a handmade card. So this is just my favorite thing to do lately, is to cut out illustrations from magazines and books and you know, anywhere really, and then I just work with scraps and make scrappy tags and journaling cards. Here I just added some flowers and a little seal, and then it will come with a little pouch with goodies inside. So that's for the first one, and so this one I'm going to make a flip through of. And so this is also a romantic French junk journal, and she also, this lady also requested one that is kind of similar to the one that I was talking about, the one that I sent to Alessandra, and she requested a little bit of, her favorite color is golden pink, gold pink, and yeah, so I thought I would make it with like more gold undertone, as I said earlier, and I tried to add trims, like sari trims throughout that had you know, golden, a little bit of a peach feel to it. But so I hope she will like it. And this is very eclectic as usual. I cannot even though I'm trying really hard to stick to one like solid theme, I always end up putting other types of like colors or like just illustrations, and you know, it's just how I make my journals, I guess, and I hope she will like it. And I also made, she said she likes black and white lady illustrations, so I did this card again from an illustration from a book, and this is actually on antique like deed cover that was falling apart, so I just made a journaling card. There's actually a tiny tuck spot here, and there's some flowers with a wax seal, and she's going also to have pouch with some goodies, and I'm not going to show everything, but yeah, this is going with her order. And I just decided to wrap around the journal with some fibers. I got these awesome pastel, like unicorn fibers, and I think they're so pretty, and so I just wrapped it around this. Added little heart that I cut out into some French boutique. And I have some more in my shop at shop.craftypaperbits on Instagram if you're interested. So this idea I think I got from Cassie at Dusty Rose. She I saw once that she made a charm out of some quilted fabric, and she actually like cut a heart in it, and I just loved the idea, so I did it on here. And I'm not gonna untie this, I'm just gonna slide it down because it's kind of tricky to find both ends. Anyways, so yeah, that's the closure. And as I said, this is lots of golden pinks. There's some antique French lace, some sari with some like gold embroidery threads in it, and this is some very beautiful fabric that comes from Eastern Europe. And I just made the fabric rose. This is actually some avocado dyed cotton fabric. Ooh. Okay, sorry, my cats are a little bit crazy right now. And here's just a pocket. So I took this gorgeous antique French postcard, and oh, I'm sorry, just a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's just an antique postcard. It's just beautiful on this cover, I think. So I attached a little ball pin with some seam binding, like a little vintage button, and tiny key, vintage metal key. Is so cute. And this is just a bow with some cotton fabric. And when you open it up, hope I'm in frame. So this first cover, this first page, here I added a pocket, and this is actually a digital kit, sorry, from Cassie. And I don't remember the name of this one, but I will put it down below. And I just cut out a piece to make this pocket. And I made some collages here. This is a postcard that I actually received from Cassie again in her design team Happy Meal. So that was very generous of her. She sent some gorgeous goodies, and I already used a lot, as always. It's so inspiring, and this is just I believe it's very old. It's a vintage postcard from Italy. This is the things that I was talking about, like those cutouts and illustrations that I'm using as scrappy tags. And here I just added some fabrics that is actually covering your journaling if you'd like to. You can also cut it out and use it in the journal if you'd rather to. And just added some pearls. So this is going in the pockets. Here I used the samples of famous fabric sample card, and I just added some beautiful, I pinned actually some beautiful fabric trims and laces. And this is actually attached to the second page, and the first is a little smaller. I'm gonna try to do that probably. So yeah, this is just a journaling space. Here's the part of the map design. This is the the antique French deep page. This one is from 1913, and so that was clipped onto the second page and went on the first. Here is another scrappy journaling card, and it's made out of book illustration. This is some handmade paper from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and this is just some scraps, and she can journal on the back. This is some avocado dyed paper, I believe. Yeah, I love these little journaling cards. If you're interested, I could make a video making some with you. I don't know if that would be something you'd be interested in. If so, you can just leave me a comment saying that you'd like to. This is just a tip-in. I'm not sure how you call that, but actually I need to cut this a little bit. I forgot, but yeah, this is just a little collage, and she can write on these lines if she'd like to. And so here's the floating pocket that I made for that journal, and this is a artwork from Monet. Don't know why I said it in an English accent. From Monet. And this is just some ruffles, some vintage buttons, and a little label. And this is actually a pocket. So I just slipped in some black and white cutouts from art workbooks. Some vintage ledger page. Here's just a little, like a cute picture of this little girl. Some botanical book page. This is some beautiful scrapbooking paper that I actually backed with some piano roll paper. This is a beautiful digital print that I printed on this transparency paper. This is from Ruby and Pearl, I meant to say. It's gorgeous. Then just some interesting French book pages. Here we have a pocket, and this is a tag that I received in a happy mail from Cynthia. I love it so much. I mean, I think it is a digital from Cassie. From Heather at Ruby and Pearl again. So I just decided I would share that. And here's some collages. This is the sari trims that I was talking about. Like, I wanted to add some very bright kind of pink, like golden pinks and peach sari throughout. And this inside, you should get an antique like French table placement card. This one is gorgeous, and it's embossed. And this is just a collage here, and a vintage French postcard from 1947. Very bright colors. It's very pretty. And here's just a floating journaling card, and I put some ruffles and some like little flowers, and this is actually a cutout from a magazine, and I love the vibe of it. It's very like, it looks like a French castle bedroom. Just thought it went well in this journal. Some journaling space, washi tape, botanical book page. Here's some wallpaper that I got from Cynthia in a happy mail, and I just made it as a tuck spot. And inside she has some goodies, illustrations to play with. This paper is actually shiny. It's really pretty. It has a cream color, and it has some very tiny speckles of gold. Some book page, sari trim, a little stamp, like a paper ephemera stamp. This is part of a stationery that I purchased, like a set that I purchased recently. Some tea-dyed guest check, a beautiful rose petal dyed card made by Alessandra, and I will put her link down below as well. And she actually is like a rose pattern. It's so pretty and precious. And here is a beautiful sari trim, and actually there's a little tuck spot in between the two fabrics here, and inside I just tucked, here's just artwork from Van Gogh, and yeah, just just a illustration again from a book, and I just added some trims. She can journal on the back of it. This is a beautiful antique French postcard. Yep. Here's the back. And yeah, just some cutouts. I'm sure that would be beautiful added as a collage in the journal. Some ledger paper, some embroidery magazine book page. This is some, I believe it was tea or maybe coffee, and I just fold it kind of crooked and added this sari trim. This is a book about like, I think it was a theater star, or a movie star as well, in France during the 20s. I don't remember her name, but that's her. And I just added this piece of antique, like, deed cover. There's a large fabric pocket with some paper ribbon inside, and a beautiful journaling, beautiful tag that Cynthia sent me again, and I love this. I love this so much. It's so pretty, and I just thought the colors matched really well. And I do love to include like just art from different artists. That could be journaling cards, that could be anything, even paper ephemera that they send me in Happy Mails. I just love putting them throughout. I think it just makes the journals just so much more interesting, because you have, you know, just different artwork. So I love that tag in that pocket. And here's just some, little trims here. A piece of a French deed to collage with. So this was part of like a photo album, and I love including these pages because I think they're really nice to just include your own photographs or like precious bits inside. This is a page from Monet artwork book, and I also love to include these types of pages in my journals. I think it's so pretty, and this is again cut out from a book that is about, like, I don't know how to say that in English actually, but I would say baroque, like frames and designs, and it's so beautiful. And so she actually has this design and that one. And I also included a little bit of rosemary from my garden. So I thought it was a nice touch, and I might include more of like dried flowers in my journals because I just love the personal touch of it, especially when it comes from my garden. And this one actually smells like my home, like Provence. This is really the smell of southern France to me. And I now live up north, but yeah, I've been living in the south my whole life, and this is really the scent that you would smell during the summer mostly. So I just included that. This is the centerfold that I love. These pretty ladies, very romantic, I think. And this is a rose petal dyed doily. So I just clipped it here, so she can decide how she wants to use it, because it's so precious. And it's also made by Alessandra. This is just a vintage letter, French letter. Just a journaling card, again from a cutout. Some sari. I just added this little label from Cassie's label kits, and she can add a date or, whatever. And just some journaling space. This is from an embroidery magazine, and I just added this little piece of wrapping paper to collage with if she'd like to. And this is some sari trim again, some beautiful pinks. This is, actually on this side I actually clipped that piece because I intended to sew it, but you know, when I kind of put all the things together, I realized that it was so bulky and I just can't help it to add more and more, and that's why I've been doing those kind of floating pieces, because I want the recipient to be able to to close their journal, and to kind of take some things away, and so it's easier to journal in. And yeah, so I just added this here because I did want her to have this piece because I think she will love the colors, but I thought maybe she will add it here and maybe not, but I didn't want to stuck it here and add some additional bulk. I hope it makes sense. But here on this side we have like a flip, again, illustration cut out of this beautiful, this pretty scrapbooking paper. No, it was a stationery paper, and this is a handmade pocket, and I backed it with, like, I made it onto a postcard. I didn't like the picture, like the illustration on the front, so I just made this little simple pocket with some journaling card and some little goodies and a wallpaper piece. Again, she can remove that from the journal and, you know, craft with it in another way if she'd like to. So yeah, here's just a collage page and a beautiful illustration and that I made as a tuck, and inside I just made this little handmade tag, like journaling card. This is some vintage labels, some lace, and beautiful scrapbooking paper. On this side we have a beautiful flip, like sari trim flip with an antique, like part of an antique French document that I collaged on the side. Again, a floating piece, and this is just a handmade kind of you know, like journaling card with a belly band. I just collaged and stitched some butterflies, and this is an actual antique ephemera for chocolate advertisement, and this is an illustration that I backed with some wallpaper. On this page we have a little flip like this, made out of a Rolodex card that was made by Pamela at Austin Paper Tree. Just a little French collectible ephemera card, and a handmade wallpaper tag with some trims. There's a book page with some nice illustrations. Here's the other side of the piano roll paper, and I just clipped this beautiful artwork. This one is from Toulouse-Lautrec, and you can journal on the back. Here's just a little flip of different fabrics. She can actually cut into the fabric and use them throughout the journal if she'd like to, or that could be just a flip to make some journaling, like secret journaling. Then I made this little journaling card. There's a tab here with a vintage, I'm not sure it's vintage, but it's pink tickets. I added just like in Alessandra's journal, I added a little booklet, like it's a vintage calendar, and this one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which year it is, but oh yeah, 1938, with this cute illustration. And this is actually, you can decide to glue this down and make it as a like a narrow pocket, or just leave it as is. And she can slide some bigger pieces, and these are like some interesting pink paper, vintage photograph, some journaling space with a sticker here, a little flip with this pretty embroidered sari piece, some collages. This is the other side of the avocado page, and here's a pocket, like a tuck spot made out of a French antique letterhead, which was very beautiful and was kind of falling apart, so I just decided to make a tuck spot out of it. We have some random Italian piece of ephemera and another last handmade journaling card with an illustration from a book. And that's the other side of this first journaling spread. And that's it for this journal. So, Jen, I hope you will love this journal and will be able to work in it. Of course, you can remove plenty of things and it will lay much flatter. But yeah, I hope the colors suits you, and that, yeah, just love the eclectic and romantic vibe of it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this very long video, and I will put shorter, like non-chatty version on Instagram if you're interested. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye guys.